Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, moms and dads, extended family, brothers and sisters, staff, and finally, the graduates of 2020. 2020 has definitely been a year that none of us will ever forget. Although our hopes were to be celebrating together in one room, unfortunately, we cannot make that happen due to the current pandemic restrictions. This evening, we have tried to make this broadcast as special and as meaningful as possible for you. Also new this year, we have brand new plaques that will don our hallways here at Discovery Public School, and any award winners tonight, your names will be the first ones on them. Congratulations in advance. I want to rewind the clock back to when I was in grade 8, your age now. I was in a small town in northern Alberta. We literally had 3 channels, CBC, CTV, and a French channel. This was way before Netflix, way before internet, and we had no cable. On April 29th, all 3 channels were glued to footage of riots in Los Angeles, California. Thousands of people took to the street to demand justice for a man named Rodney King, who was arrested 1 year earlier. Why are they rioting for a man that was arrested 1 year earlier? Well, see, back in those days, we didn't have cell phone cameras that we just pulled out of our pocket and took pictures and took videos. If you wanted to capture a moment or a selfie, you would have to buy a camera and buy this stuff called film and put it inside the camera, take your 36 pictures, sometimes 24, and then go take that film to a photo developer who would develop it. And if you had extra money, you could have it done in an hour. Sometimes you'd have to wait weeks to see if that selfie you took made you look good. In April of 1992, that video surfaced of Los Angeles Police Department beating a black man named Rodney King. The outrage of police brutality led to 6 nights of riots in the street. As a 13-year-old boy, I remember asking myself, why are the police beating a man that they just pulled over? Aren't the police supposed to be protecting us? And most police officers do. However, as we've seen with Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, Abdurrahman Abdi, and Regis Kaczynski-Paquette, police departments are not free of hate. Last year in grade 8, Miss Neveretta taught you a song in music called We Shall Be Free. This song was written by Garth Brooks, and I'd like to share a few of the meaningful lyrics with you tonight. When the last thing we notice is the color of skin, and the first thing we look for is the beauty within. When the skies and the oceans are clean again, then we shall be free. When we're free to love anyone we choose, when this world's big enough for all different views, when we all can worship from our own kind of pew, then we shall be free. Stand straight, walk proud, because we shall be free. Garth Brooks wrote this song with the LA riots as a motivation. His song addresses hunger, homelessness, religious freedom, and environmental issues, but it also tackles the uncomfortable topic of racism. Because of this, Garth Brooks faced backlash for this song. Many radio stations boycotted it and refused to play it on the air. Later, he was approached by the NFL to sing the national anthem at the 1993 Super Bowl. The deal was they would air the video before he performed. Moments before he was scheduled to go on, NBC was refusing to play the video because it was too political. Garth used his power to stand off with the producers and stand up for what he felt was right. In the end, NBC played a portion of We Shall Be Free, and Garth Brooks sang the national anthem. That song has the same call to action today as it did 26 years ago. We continue to live in a world where people are killed for the color of their skin or for the religions they follow. When I was in grade 8, I had hoped that we would live in a much more respectful world than we are now. I share with you this story because racism is alive and thriving. Anti-Black racism, Islamophobia, anti-Semitism, homophobia, anti-Indigenous sentiment, anti-Asian racism are all real and impacting your neighbors, your friends, and even many of you. Grade 8s, you have the power. Use that power to stand up for what's right. Your parents, your teachers have instilled in you the value system to understand the difference between right and wrong, just and unjust. Today, we send you off to the world with hope. Hope that you will live in a world that is free. Discovery graduates of 2020, stand straight, walk proud, because we shall be free. Congratulations.